Hi everyone! In this video I am very excited to bring you a look into Charlotte Tilbury's new makeup line. And I guess I shouldn't say it's a new makeup line, it is new to the US. It has been widely available in the UK and has just recently been brought over and is available at Nordstrom. I will put a link to where you can purchase any of these items in the description box below. And as always, please go to allurabeauty.com if you want to see the lip products applied to the lips, in addition to reviews and photos of the swatches for all of the colors and products that I will show you in this video. Charlotte Tilbury is a British makeup artist, and her line of makeup is high-end, so you'll notice that reflected in the prices for each of these items. Make sure to check the description box for any further information and coupon codes, including sneak peeks to upcoming MAC collections. I'm very excited about the Brick Shield collection, so if you want a sneak peek into that, the link is in the description box below. Alright, let's dive into this newly available set of makeup. I'm going to be showing you two of the Cheek to Chic Swish and Pop blushers. These retail for $40 each. Here we have Love is the Drug, and here we have Ecstasy. So with my powder brush, I'm going to do my best to isolate each shade individually for you, and then I'll show you what it looks like swatched together. So for Love is the Drug, here is the outer color, and I will do a couple of layers for you. This is a soft, shimmering, yellow-based pink. So here's that shade with a few layers applied. Here's the center color, which is a much deeper rose pink. Obviously shows up much more quickly on the skin because of the deeper nature of the color. And here you go with the whole pan swatched together. Okay, so there you have Love is the Drug with a few swatches of each of the colors separately and then together. I'll take the same approach with Ecstasy with the outer and inner shades and then together. We'll start with the outer shade, which is a bronzed pink. Shade's a little more stiff in the pan. Again, has a slight sheen to its finish. Here's the middle shade, which is a brighter pink shade, but it's still a medium pink. Here's a third layer of that shade. And now here is both shades swirled together. Layer number 2, layer number 3. Alright, so there you have the shades from Ecstasy. Next up is the Film Star Bronze and Glow Face Sculpt and Highlight Duo. This retails for $65. So you have the bronzer on the left side and the highlight on the right side. So here's the bronzer. It is a more gray or taupe-based bronzing color. And I'm adding a second layer. Now, this does technically have very small gold shimmer in it, but that gold shimmer actually doesn't show up that strongly on the skin, so you could probably still use this for overall face bronzing or deepening or even contouring, of course, if you're fair-skinned, since it's not that deep of a color. And now for the highlighting side, which is a nice champagne but close to colorless shimmer, and it's nice and finely milled. So here's a few layers of that. And especially when put side by side, you can see that this is much more matte than the highlighter, even though this technically does still have that shimmer in the pan. And here I just want to show you these swatched. I swatched them with my finger, and you can see that there is definitely still a sheen to the sculpting color. So just be aware of that, especially if you're going to wear it in strong sunlight. I would not use this as a contouring color because that sheen will be more apparent. Next up we have a few of the Fallen from the Lipstick Tree Kissing lipsticks. These cost $32 each. This shade here is Nude Kate. This is Bitch Perfect, and yes, you heard me correctly. And this is Night Crimson. So here's Nude Kate, which is a nice beige-toned nude with a little bit of peach and a little bit of pink to make it a little more lively of a nude. It has a very creamy finish. Here's Bitch Perfect, which is a pink nude. And here's Night Crimson, which is a berry toned red. And all of these have a creamy finish that gives off just a slight glossy sheen. Next up we have the Lip Luster Luxe Color Lasting Lip Lacquers, and these are $22 each. This shade is Seduction, Portobello Girl, and Candy Darling. And these each come with doe-footed applicators. Here's Seduction, which is a medium beigey peach nude. Portobello Girl, which is a sheer, very yellow-based pink. I'm going to add a second layer of color to that. This also has tiny silver shimmer. And here's Candy Darling, which is also a sheer translucent cherry red. Adding a second layer to that. Alright, so there you have the 3 lip gloss shades. I'm so surprised at how sheer these were. The first one has a creamier, more opaque finish of color. Next up are a few of the Color Chameleon Color Morphing Eyeshadow Pencils, and these are $26 each. This shade is Dark Pearl, Amethyst Aphrodisiac, and Golden Quartz. So first up is Dark Pearl, which is this medium brown with a silvery golden sheen. Amethyst Aphrodisiac, which is a bright plum with silver shimmer. And Golden Quartz, which is more of a khaki brown with silver shimmer and a golden finish. Here's what those eye pencils look like. And here we have a sampling of the Luxury Palette color-coded eyeshadows. These retail for $52 each. First off is the Sophisticate. And Charlotte has coded each shade to have a specific use. So in each of the quads, you'll have a prime color, enhanced color, pop color, and smoke color. And for each palette, I'm going to swatch left to right in the 2 rows. So for the Sophisticate palette, here's the first shade. This is a slightly grayed nude. The second shade is a soft brown. Third is a deeper and richer milk chocolate brown. And fourth is this slate or grayed brown. And all of these have a matte finish to them. Here's the Golden Goddess. Here's the first shade from the Golden Goddess, which is this slightly peachy shimmering champagne. Here's the next shade, which is a taupey silvery light brown. Next is this very glittery golden brown. I'm adding a second layer to this to make it less patchy. This is definitely a lid shade that you need to pack on. It looks absolutely beautiful, but it doesn't apply to the skin in a smooth layer. So it's one of those formulas that you have to pat on in small strokes. And here's the fourth color, which is a very warm toned shimmery brown. Okay, so there you have the shades in the Golden Goddess quad. Here's the Dolce Vita. From the Dolce Vita quad, the first shade is that shimmering peachy champagne. Next is a very warm toned, almost maroony brown. Third is a very flaky and glittery, honey toned, goldeny brown. Again, same sort of drier formula that doesn't glide on, but looks so beautiful, and you just have to kind of work with it in small patting strokes. And fourth, a shimmering milk chocolate brown. Here you have the Dolce Vita eyeshadows. And here's the Glamour Muse. Here's the first shade from the Glamour Muse, which is an extremely pale frosty pink. Next we have a muted frosty and dusty rose pink. Third is this flaky, glittery, bright violet. Again, you have that same formula that really needs to be dabbed on. And fourth is this slate or gray shade. Slight sheen to the finish. There you have the 4 shades for the Glamour Muse. Alright, so there you have a nice look into Charlotte Tilbury's new line, which is available here in the US now. And it's always interesting to get something brand new to look at and experiment with. And because I've never tried anything from the line before, I think I'm going to reserve any real reviews or conclusions for until after I have really thoroughly tested each of these. And so for the written review, which will be at allurabeauty.com. So if you've already had the chance to buy and wear some of these, please let me know your thoughts in the description below. If you haven't, please let me know what you're interested in or what thoughts you have seeing the swatches that I did for you in this video, or leave any other comment below for me to read. I hope this was interesting and helpful to you if you were curious about whether you would want to invest in any of the things from the new makeup line. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video, and I'll see you in the next one. This video is going to be for swatches of NARS's new Audacious lipsticks. This is a brand new lipstick formulation from NARS. These do retail for $32 each, which I know everyone is going to say is very pricey, just like the new Dual Intensity eyeshadows.